Have you ever wondered how some people seem to learn new skills almost effortlessly? What if I told you there are mental tricks you can use to supercharge your learning speed? In this video, we're diving into 10 powerful techniques that can help you grasp new concepts faster than ever before. Whether you're a student, a professional, or simply someone who loves to learn, these tips will change the way you approach knowledge. But before we jump in, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Let's unlock the secrets to rapid learning together. Mind trick 1. Study with music. Does listening to music truly make it easier to study? The response is an unequivocal yes. According to the findings of Dr. Emma Gray, a music psychologist, listening to music while studying may boost your mood and raise your engagement with the content, leading to improved learning results. Not only can listening to music make your time spent studying more fun, but it also helps decrease stress, improve memory, and improve general cognitive efficiency. It doesn't matter whether you're listening to lo-fi sounds, classical music, or your favorite playlist. Music has the potential to be the magic bullet in your arsenal of learning tools. You need to choose music that complements your approach to studying and helps you maintain your concentration. Mind trick 2. Mastery through modification. The appearance of expertise might be a trap in disguise. If you have completed a job satisfactorily a few times, this does not always suggest that you have mastered it altogether. According to a popular quote attributed to Bruce Lee, "I fear not the guy who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I dread the one who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." In order to achieve true mastery, you must continually push your limitations and confront yourself with challenges. You may keep your brain active and avoid it from getting complacent by adjusting your practice by changing the angles, speeds, or methods you use. This ongoing challenge guarantees that you are not just doing the same tasks over and over again, but rather that you are developing your talents. Mind trick 3. Weaving subjects. During study sessions, including a variety of topics into the mix may seem to be a chaotic approach, yet it is really an effective method for enhancing learning. A cognitive scientist by the name of Daniel Willingham stresses that knowledge is not merely a collection of facts. It is arranged in a manner that makes retrieval simpler. When you study a variety of subjects at the same time, your brain is compelled to draw connections between them, which results in a more profound comprehension and improved recall of the information. Interleaving is a strategy that helps break up monotony and improves cognitive flexibility. There are several benefits to using this approach. You are not just remembering data. Rather, you are gaining a more profound knowledge of concepts when you make connections between ideas from different fields of study. Mind trick number 4. Chewing gum. Chewing gum while studying might genuinely help you learn much more quickly, despite the fact that it might seem to be too easy to be true. Elizabeth Loftus, a psychologist, makes the observation that memory works a little bit like a spider web, and that chewing gum while you are studying might be the thread that connects all of your learning together. Chewing gum has been proved to improve alertness, lower stress levels, and even enable you to pay more attention for longer periods of time, according to research. By boosting blood flow, this simple motion boosts brain activity, which ultimately results in enhanced focus and the ability to remember information forever. Consequently, the next time you're sitting down to study, give chewing gum a go. It is a simple routine that may make a significant impact in your mental performance. Mind trick number 5. Staying hydrated. Feeling lethargic as you are engaged in your study sessions? It's possible that all you need is a glass of water. Your brain is 75% water, explains Dr. Lisa Young, an experienced nutritionist. Therefore, being hydrated is vital to maintaining attention and mental clarity when it comes to maintaining your mental clarity. In order to maintain optimum brain function, it is essential to maintain proper hydration, since even minor dehydration might interfere with cognitive functioning. During the course of their examinations, pupils who drink water tend to get greater scores than their counterparts who do not drink water. Because of its ability to enhance memory, concentration, and problem-solving abilities, water is an essential instrument for the educational process. Maintaining your brain's optimal performance requires that you maintain a water bottle close at hand throughout your study sessions and take frequent sips from it. Mind trick number 6. Utilize a variety of study mediums. If you have been studying in the same manner for as long as you can remember, it is time to try something new. Richard Mayer, an educational psychologist, is quoted as saying, "When you offer information in various ways, you improve the possibilities that pupils will retain and transfer that knowledge. By engaging various regions of your brain via the use of several study mediums, such as flashcards, diagrams, and even talking out loud, you may improve your understanding of topics and make it easier for you to remember knowledge for longer. The learning process is made more dynamic and efficient via the use of this strategy, which takes advantage of the brain's capacity to process information in a variety of different ways. Diversify your approach rather than relying on a single way in order to keep your brain active and ensure that the knowledge is retained." 7th mental trick: reading quickly. How do you keep up with the ever-increasing quantity of knowledge that is accessible, which doubles every year? Reading at a rapid pace is the solution. According to Tony Buzan, an author and a specialist in fast reading, the brain is a marvelous organ that is capable of processing information at incredible rates. When you train it more, you'll be able to do more. You will be able to take in more information in a shorter amount of time if you teach yourself to read more quickly, up to 1,000 words per minute. The mastery of this talent involves practice, but once it is learned, it may dramatically improve the efficiency with which you consume information. Because it enables you to digest vast volumes of information in a short period of time without compromising your understanding, speed reading is a very useful skill in today's increasingly fast-paced environment. The 8th mental trick is to break it down. It is common for people to experience irritation and forgetfulness when they attempt to absorb everything all at once. Cramming is not something that our brains are designed to do, so instead you should break your learning down into smaller, more digestible chunks. Hermann Ebbinghaus, a psychologist who conducted considerable research on memory, was quoted as saying, "With spaced repetition, you don't merely store knowledge, you ingrain it into your mind." Your ability to remember more knowledge and prevent your brain from feeling overwhelmed may be improved by engaging in consistent, brief study sessions. One of the most efficient methods to acquire new knowledge is via the use of a pedagogical technique known as spaced repetition. Your memory will be strengthened and the learning process will be less stressful if you study the content over a period of time. Mind trick 9: the sleep sandwich. Although it can seem to be the most effective method for cramming as much information as possible into one's brain, staying up all night to study is really detrimental. It is necessary for your brain to have time to absorb and retain knowledge, and this time is provided by sleep. Sleep is the single most effective thing we can do to reset our brain and body health each day, says neuroscientist Matthew Walker. Sleep more, and you'll learn better. A greater amount of sleep is associated with improved learning. According to a number of studies, integrating periods of sleep into your study sessions may dramatically improve your ability to remember information. It is recommended that rather than staying up all night studying, you should attempt studying for a few hours, having a full night's sleep and then going back over the content once more. In addition to feeling less weary, you will notice that you recall a great deal more. Mind trick number 10. Accept the challenge of the road. Sometimes the most difficult approaches are the ones that end up being the most successful. Handwriting your notes, for instance, is a slower method than typing them, but it is far more effective in helping you recall the content. Desirable difficulties is a concept that was created by the psychologist Robert Bjork to characterize this phenomena. He said that conditions that generate barriers to learning typically promote long-term retention and transfer. Writing by hand compels you to analyze the material in a more in-depth manner, which ultimately results in improved recall and comprehension rates. Because the amount of work you put in generally corresponds to a higher level of skill, taking the difficult path often results in the most satisfying outcomes.